Hey guys, I am trying a new hair bleaching kit. I picked this one because the packaging got me. It looks really good.
The packaging got you. Was it the name, the form of the packaging, or the blonde color? Because you will not get that blonde. I hope you realize that. Or is it the name, colorista? I really like that name.
Blonde hair looks nice and not too warm, and it looks like it's highly effective.
Oh, so it's the blonde color that you are attracted to. I wish you good luck, but we all know it will not be that blonde and it will be orange.
When I look at the color guide, it says that for dark hair, it actually turns it blonde. I don't really want this shade of blonde necessarily because that's not the look I'm going for. I'm going for more of a warmy, not too warm brown.
Okay, I hear you say warmy, but warmy is orange red. No other way. Warm is orange red if it's brown. So you want brown but not red, I guess.
Nothing drives me crazier than last time when I redid my hair and I didn't get enough lifting and enough lightness. So hopefully this bad boy does the trick.
Oh, it will lift. That's for sure. It will lift.
And if it turns out yellow or orange or a crazy color, then I'll just hop over to the store and get a toner to tone it down, right?
Yeah, just T18 with 20 volt. Problem solved.
Easy. So this comes with the developer cream, which I'm pretty familiar with, step 1, and then step 2 is the bleaching powder where you...
I understand that they have to say step 1 and step 2, but why not putting the volume on there?
And then you take the lid and then you cover it and then you shake it, and then after you get it mixed well, then you add the lightening cream, step number 3, and then shake it again, and then I guess you're ready to get your hair done. So I've already...
Okay, so there's developer, 30 or 40 volt, no other way, powder, and a cream. Okay.
Section my hair half up. I'm just going to do the bottom section. Not gonna use too much of the hair dye for my bottom section. I'm just gonna do more thicker and kind of, anyways, I will explain when I get to that part.
Okay, because I did not understand anything. So you're going to do some kind of highlights or something?
Bleach powder is quite messy, so hopefully this will work better than trying to get it through that little spot. I'm going to start with putting some in my hands. I like that this is thicker than the other kind that I usually use. Okay, I'm just going to get a strand like this, and I'm just going to start working the bleach into the strand.
This is good that you take strands, and of course it's really messy, but if you have a lot of hair, you can cover up all the banding that you have because you will have banding. It will not blend. You cannot do that by yourself. One tip though is that you leave a piece on top untouched, so you can cover up all the spots that you will have. These are going to be present. So a piece on top, you will not touch that. Maybe just a little bit, but don't take too thick of strand, but it would be better that you don't touch the top so you can cover up that. And you can really blend a little bit.
I do a
It's really difficult to talk and work together.
subtle... Oh.
Well, subtle, they are really thick.
In there.
They are thick strands, so it will not be subtle. But if you have a lot of hair, it will fade. If it's not too blonde, it will fade in the dark.
There we go. There we go.
This is just one.
I think that one is good. More is better. I am learning.
I always heard less is more.
And we gotta bring that bleach all the way up. All the way up so that we can actually see the bleach.
Yeah, you will see it. You will see it. You also will see the red and the copper pigments coming up.
That one is done. Let's grab another piece.
How many boxes do you have? Because with one box, if you see the amount of strands that you are going to do, it will not be enough.
And it's probably not even quite enough for this kind of a piece here. But we will. I do want to save at least half of the hair dye for the top of my hair. So.
How are you going to know that you have half left? I think you are in for a surprise if you are at the top. I guess on some point we will hear, oh, I don't have any product anymore. But I have to say, although I know there will be spots on top, if you have hair you will not see it. If you do it on curls you will not see it. But it's not a bad job.
I am trying to ensure all my face faming areas are saturated with hair dye.
Yes, but be careful if you are doing the front and you are going close to the front and you have nothing to cover. If you have a spot, a piece that just started halfway, you will see that. So you always have to make sure that the piece is starting from in your head and not from the sideline or from the front. You cannot see the beginning of that strand. Only professional can blend that in perfectly.
So last time I just didn't get enough layers that were visible around my face. So that is my goal today, is to make sure all those layers are nice and visible. So I'm gonna be very careful. Make sure that the application.
Okay, you still can cover that up, but please don't go any higher or you will see striping.
Okay. Right? Make sure it's smooth.
You will see the spots now. This is really difficult to blend that in. Really difficult.
Important pieces and making sure that they are nice and saturated. All the important pieces.
But you are working very clean. This is really...
Everywhere that I want colored has color.
Besides the fact that you will see the beginning of the strand close to the roots, I think you did a really clean job. I have to say that.
Let's do a couple new pieces to add to the puzzle.
And I'm really surprised that you still have product left. You are really managing the product good.
All right, so let's just do a final bleach for everything.
Watch out, don't press it too hard on your head or you will have stains. You will have spots that are colored that doesn't need to be colored.
I'm just trying to cover my hair the best that I can. So, let's see how this works.
No pressing. No pressing.
Together somehow.
No pressing.
Hope for the best. I look crazy, but all in the name of DIY and all that good stuff, right?
If you are taking a strand and you are cover it in bleach, but then it's put it on natural hair, if it's just put it on top of that, it will be okay. But then if you are pressing it together, the bleach of the strand will go on the uncolored hair, and that will receive a minimum of bleach. That will be spots that are really, really brassy, really orange red, because they are lifted not enough.
All right, this is actually kind of cool. I can see, but I have all my face framing bleach covered, right?
I will take a picture or show this tutorial to my staff to say tomorrow, if somebody comes in for freehand highlights, we will cover them with that. Don't worry if it's in front of the face. They will look at their cell phones. They can look at the iPads. They will read a book. No problem.
And I look kind of cool. All right, so let's do the 50 minutes. All right, so this came out pretty good. I'm very happy with it.
And you see orange. That's normal. It's completely normal, but it's beautiful. But you see orange. Really nice color.
I got my face framing lightning streaks that I wanted. And I would say this looks very much like a balayage. What do you guys think?
A balayage that, yeah, okay.
Slightly, honestly, it just looks good. I love these two pieces right here.
And I have to say, I don't see any spot where it begins, so that's good.
Yep. I would totally do it again. It's not perfect, but it's also isn't over $300. It was, what, 15? Like less than $15 box hair kit. Pretty good. Would I do it again? Absolutely.
I am going to actually be trimming it, and I'm going to be turning it from this burgundy purple red color.
Please don't say platinum. Please don't say platinum. Please don't say platinum.
I'm going to be trying to go to a smoky blue color. And low-key, it's kind of funny, but the reason I decided to do this was because I was watching Coraline this morning and I saw Coraline's hair and I was like, yeah, I need blue.
Okay, so it's not platinum. Okay. But I don't know what is better, because you need to remove all that red burgundy color to go to blue. Otherwise, if you mix blue with that color, that will not be blue.
That's it. That's the one. So I went to Sally's.
Every good video starts with, I went to Sally's. It's better than I went to Walmart.
So first, what I'm going to use to get the color out is this. It's Color Zap by L'Oreal, and she told me to also get this this little red color corrector, which I think is probably going to be good since my hair is red and I want it to be light enough so that the blue doesn't get like changed to like a green, because she said that if there's like any red in your hair,
So I don't know what's better, platinum, because if you want to go to blue, you will need to go to platinum. Oh my god, this will be a long video.
This is the color I'm going to be using. It's by the brand Strawberry Leopard, and it's in the color Blue Steel. So it's kind of like a smoky, dusty blue color. And I'm really excited. I saw like the swatch of it, and I think it's going to be perfect for what I want.
It's one thing that you have the perfect blue, the perfect product of blue. You have, of course, reviews of people that are coloring their hair blue, and they say this is a perfect product, but you need to have the perfect base. And I didn't see any bleach coming out of that bag. With color remover, it will not be enough.
I am going to color my hair, and then I'm going to cut it once I wash the color out. That way my hair will be wet and straightened, so I don't have to like wet it or straighten it and then cut it and then dry it so that I can do all the rest of the stuff.
Perfect. The first time I see somebody says my hair needs to be wet. Perfect.
Okay, all the directions are like on the box. I've never seen that before.
More and more brands are start doing that. So less paper. That's a very, very, very good thing.
That's actually really cool because you're not like wasting paper, but now I gotta like open the box without ripping it. Okay. So I cut the box open and all the instructions are on the inside of the box. It's kind of cool. So you probably should do a strand test. I'm not gonna do a strand test. I don't got time for that. So it says for dark shades of tint that I'll need to leave it in my hair. I'll need to leave it in my hair for a full hour, which I was kind of expecting that. This is like really dark, so it'll honestly be so amazing if this can get my hair to the light color. She said it would be fine, so I'm sure it will be.
Color removers are really a tricky thing. Okay, you have to leave it for 1 hour. That's one thing, but you have to rinse it for a very, very, very long time because these pigments are loose and they need to remove from your hair. And it's not easy to remove from your hair. So you need to rinse it for like 10 minutes, at least 10 minutes. I have seen color removers for 20 minutes rinsing. Really hard, but if you don't do that, you will not have the perfect result. But she thinks that her hair will be pretty white with that color remover. No, not possible.
Apply to dry hair, starting at the darkest areas, usually the ends. Avoid touching the scalp. Do not apply to new hair growth. Okay, so I really have to be careful not to apply it to my roots.
So maybe there's some bleaching agents in there. Normally, a really, really perfect color remover only works on cosmetic pigments, not natural pigments. But there are a lot of color removers that has bleaching agents in there. And yeah, it's going to be bleached. If she is going to touch the roots, it's going to be so orange.
Especially because I am not trying to color my roots. I don't mind if my roots stay brown. That's not going to bother me. Okay, so there's not really any directions, but I think it's just pretty straightforward. I just have to add this to this bottle and then just apply it to my hair and leave it for an hour. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Also, I have gloves. Very important when coloring your hair, adding stuff to your hair. You don't want to, get it on your skin. So gloves.
And maybe buy some other gloves than the gloves that are in the box, because I don't know what kind of hands they measure to make that gloves, but it's big.
If my hair turns out bad, I blame Coraline.
So you want hair like a cartoon. Like a month ago, I had a client comes in my salon. You have any inspo, what you want, what you don't want? And she says, yes, I have a few pictures. And all these pictures were anime pictures. I was like, that's not real, right? So they want a color that is not based on real things. It's an animated figure. And you want that color. I'm always amazed that people think that this is so easy to do. It's very difficult to get a color from another person on your hair because everybody is unique. Everybody's hair is reacting differently on a product. If you have 10 clients on a row and you apply the same technique, the same color, the same bleach, everybody will have a different end result. Everybody has their own pigments, natural pigments. So it's difficult for inspo from a real person. I don't get it. So, but hey, you want hair like a cartoon? So yeah, no problem.
I just realized I totally forgot to put this in it, so I'm gonna do that.
I think that is the bleaching agent. That is some kind of powder that is going to mess up with your natural hair.
Hopefully I don't regret doing this.
Well, you probably will, but that's not the main problem here. I'm really concerned how the color will turn out. It will be very, very, very orange with this color remover.
It's just here. Go back.
Please don't say it's just hair. Please, 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 please. For people that have problems with health problems or hair problems, it's not just hair. Please don't say it.
I mean, my hair isn't that long, so I feel like I shouldn't need everything that's in the bottle, but I just want to be extra sure it's all lathered.
That's a good thing.
Okay, so it's all applied, and I just wrapped it in this plastic bag, and I'm just gonna let it marinate for an hour. Okay guys, it's been almost an hour. It hasn't been an hour yet, but I'm getting really nervous because I can tell, I feel like I put it on my roots here, and then like I didn't get my roots here as much. So I feel like this part's gonna be really dark, and then these roots are gonna be really light. But I'm just gonna take this off now and see how light it actually is. Ooh. Okay, so it's not as bad as I was imagining it. I definitely feel like I missed some spots. It definitely like felt a little warm to the touch.
So there's definitely some bleaching agents in there because it's turned orange as I expected it. If you have a proper color remover and you are taking the bag off, you will see no difference. You will think it did nothing. But then when you rinse the product out, you will see color coming out, but it will not lift to orange. So that's a very good color remover, but it's difficult to know which one has no bleaching agents.
I don't know. I think I'm going to leave it for just 10 more minutes, because then that will be an hour. And then I'm going to take a shower and rinse it out with lukewarm water and shampoo my hair, because it says to shampoo your hair.
That will stop the process.
Okay guys, so I went ahead and washed it out. And I'm a little nervous because it still looks pretty like orange and red to me.
That's normal. You cannot go to a natural color or to platinum with that color remover. What concerns me more is how damaged and dry your hair looks now.
I know it looks darker when it's wet, so I'll have to see the real color when I dry it. But I know that if I put blue over red tones, that it's going to become green, and I do not want green hair.
Stop brushing your hair when it's wet. There are just 2 or 3 brushes in the world that you can use on wet hair. Mason Pearson is one of them. Curvo, of a friend of mine in Belgium, is one of them. But these brushes, you cannot use that on wet hair. You will destroy your hair.
I'm gonna go ahead and cut it now, actually. Just trim it a little bit. I want them all to be like shoulder length. So I think I'm just gonna cut this tiniest bit off. Tiniest bit.
Oh, these scissors. Oh, these scissors. Oh, no sections, just random 2 pieces. It's not much, but... And I know already the feeling of touching the hair.
They match in length. Oh, yeah, they pretty much match.
It's
pretty good job.
so dry. Luckily, you have a really wavy hairstyle, so you will not notice that it's not straight. Yeah, it's a unique technique.
Why do I do this to myself? Okay, so I think now I'm just going to blow dry it and see what it looks like completely dry and then decide what to do next. Okay guys, so here it is now. Honestly, it looks
Dry. It looks really, really, really dry.
I feel like it's a little too coppery. It's like super dry and poofy right now. But I think it's a little too coppery to put the blue in it. I feel like if I put the blue in it, it's going to turn out green. And I do not want my hair to be green. So I'm thinking of running to Walmart real quick, and I don't think I should bleach my hair again is the problem. I want to go to Sally Beauty and ask what I should get because they're so helpful there. But I think they're gonna close like in like 20 minutes and I live 20 minutes away, so. Okay, I'll be back when I've decided what I'm gonna do.
Okay, if you want that blue, you need to bleach it again, that's for sure.
Okay guys, I'm back. It's the same night, just like an hour and a half later. And so what I did was I called the lady at Sally Beauty and told her my situation. I was like, my hair is really coppery, but I think it's because I never fully bleached my hair to like a platinum blonde because I never did. Like this is as light as I ever bleached it. So like that's not gonna become lighter with hair color removal. And I just like didn't know that, didn't realize it. So she told me that I should do a bleach bath. So since Sally Beauty was gonna be closed by the time I could get there, I went to Walmart and I bought this unicorn hair bleach party with 40 volume developer. And I also bought this purple shampoo. So we're gonna mix equal parts of those and see what happens.
You want to go to blue. Why are you using purple shampoo?
Okay, so this comes with gloves.
That are way too
Here's
big.
the developer.
How much developer is that? How much? Oh no. Oh, 40 volt. I was looking at the wrong letters. 40 volt. And it's already so dry.
Okay, so it says mix 1 part bleach to 2 parts developer. Okay, this doesn't come with like a little scoop or anything, so
Don't eyeball it.
you know what? I'm actually gonna go get like a plastic spoon.
Or scale? Everybody has a scale in their kitchen, no?
I'm just gonna
1 scoop of bleach is never enough. Never.
Okay, now I'm just gonna mix this together using this little brush. Okay, might be a little, whew, just got like a whiff of bleach. Okay, so it might be like a little clumpy, but I think that's good. You know, I don't know if I'm supposed to use purple shampoo to do this. All I know is that it's supposed to be equal parts bleach, equal parts shampoo, and purple shampoo neutralizes brassy tones. And there's a lot of brassy tones in here.
Yes, but you need to remove that with the bleach, not with the purple shampoo. You're going to add purple pigments and you want blue.
So I'm just gonna use purple shampoo. I don't see why not.
I see why not.
I can feel it in my eyes. It's burning. I do not want to have to bleach this a 3rd time. Well, it's definitely starting to feel warm already, so hopefully that's a good sign.
Look, if you're applying it on wet hair, you will have less bleach on your hair. You will think that you applied more bleach, more product, because you don't see how much product there is in your hair. If it's wet, it's not good. You have to apply it on dry hair. Oh, sorry. It was a bleach wash that she says. But you don't do bleach wash with 40 volt.
we'll probably have to leave it in for about 20 minutes or whenever I think that it's the right color. So I will see you whenever that happens to be. Okay, so I think that I've definitely left this in for long enough. Like, look, even like my hairline is like bleached now.
Your hairline is not bleached, it's dark.
But anyway, guys, okay, so I washed it out and I also washed it again with the purple shampoo. So I like washed out the bleach bath and then I washed it again with purple shampoo because I just wanted to like get as much of the coppery color out as possible. And anyways, look how like my hair is like white.
Why is this still dark?
I'm going to dry this and just like hope that it dries less coppery because it still looks coppery, but we'll see. I do not want to wash my hair again. So if it's not good enough after I dried it, I honestly don't know what I'm going to do.
You cannot go to platinum or you cannot go to white to apply that blonde with color remover and a bleach wash. Impossible.
My hair has been through it tonight, guys. But okay, here's how it's looking. So yeah, it's like super yellow and I would probably need like a toner to get it like not yellow.
A toner will not make it not yellow. It will tone down a little bit the yellow, but not enough to go to blue.
I think I'm actually going to bleach it one more time. One more time. I'm gonna do a bleach bath. But this time before I bleach it, I'm going to put oil in it and I'm only gonna leave it in for like 10 minutes max.
Oh my god. It goes worse and worse and worse and worse. So you think you don't damage your hair because you used a color remover, but there's bleach in it. You think you're not going to damage your hair because you are going to use a bleach bath, but you're doing it with 40 volt. Now you're going to do another bleach bath again with 40 volt, but you're going to use an oil on your lengths that is going to block the bleach. Okay.
You gotta live life. You gotta experience life. And honestly, I'm gonna put a little bit more oil in before I go with the bleach because I don't want my hair to be extremely dead.
I really don't understand why people can't see that oil is blocking products. If you put a little bit of oil in a glass of water, you will see that the oil is divided from the water. It's not mixing. It's a layer on the top of your water. It's so thick. The molecules are so thick. It's blocking everything. And there are people on the internet that says bleach eats through everything. No.
Okay, you guys, so I washed it out and I'm actually so happy with it. Like, it's definitely light enough now, and honestly, it doesn't even feel like damaged. It feels like a little dry, but honestly, like, I feel like my hair feels better right now than it does on some other days.
It's always really funny, and I don't blame you, but people starting at some point seeing things that they want to see. I don't see a lot of difference with the previous one.
And honestly, guys, I should probably section it out so it gets all evenly distributed in one pot, but I don't need to. It's fine. It's fine. Okay.
Please apply it good. You will not receive the right blue, so please don't make it worse with a lot of spots.
Alright guys, I'm back, and I'm sorry if I'm talking quiet, but half of my family is asleep. Actually more than half, because it's about 11:40 now. So I ended up leaving this in for about an hour just to give it its best shot. Now I'm gonna go ahead and rinse it out with as cold of water as I can handle. So pretty cold water.
Cold water is very good for your color to stay. If you have a crazy color or a red color or a copper color and it washes off very quickly, wash your hair with cold water. It will stay longer on your hair.
Okay, so
look how purple that is.
It's the next morning, and as you can tell, it's looking purple because, okay, I woke up. Okay, so last night when I washed the blue out of my hair, it looked really good. I was like, wow, this is like a nice color. I like this color. But the problem was it was wet. You can never tell like the genuine color of your hair when it's wet. So I went to bed without drying it, and I woke up this morning and it was like half green. I wish I took a picture, but it was like a gross, like muddy green in the back. And it was like a nice blue in the front, but it was like pretty green in the back. So I kind of freaked out. Oh my god, I like cannot go out looking like this. So luckily I had some unicorn hair purple left, and I just slapped that in there. I actually first I mixed some of it with some conditioner, and I put that all over it, and then I washed that out and dried it, and it was looking a lot better. So I just went ahead and used the rest of what I had left and put it in there in the spots that were still looking a little bit green. So I'm just gonna go ahead and wash this out and dry it now, and I'll see you in a bit. Okay guys, here it is. I'm actually in my car, about to go into the gym before I go to school, and I just wanted to pop in before anything could possibly go wrong and show you guys what the final result is. It's definitely not what we were going for. We were definitely trying to go for like a more of a smoky blue color, but things happened. It's okay. We worked with it, and now we've got this like purple galaxy thing going on. And honestly, I actually really like it.
Hi everyone. So, sorry, my friend has been pushed back because my hair is super greasy.
I kind of have a flashback, I think, but I reacted on so many girls already, but I think I saw her before.
Yeah, basically I have some hair dye and I'm going to dye my hair and I'm going to dye my fringe and I'm going to do my hair. Even though half of my fringe is actually just my roots, so it's not that great, but honestly I keep forgetting that I need to actually bleach my roots.
You're very dark, very dark. If you want to keep up with the roots, don't wait a long time. If you wait just 4 weeks, I know that's very quick, but 4 weeks is bleached very easy. It goes with one bleach. The heat of the scalp goes very good to that regrowth. If you have a big regrowth, the first centimeter is going to bleach better than the second centimeter because the heat is not going so far. So if you want to have a really blonde color, platinum or bright colors, don't wait so long. I know 4 weeks, it's very quick, but it's a tip. Do what you want with it.
I was also considering cutting my hair like this length.
Okay, it's going to be bleaching and cutting.
Because then I don't have to use as much hair dye. I don't really want to cut my hair, but I kind of do.
So you said you're not going to use so much hair dye if you cut it. So it's not going to just bleaching. You're going to put a color on that blonde. Because now I see some residues of blue, purple, I don't know.
Although, like, I went on YouTube the other day, literally after I was just talking about how now I can finally shave my head, because I wanted to shave my head and then I was like, I can't because I'm going on EMS, like, placements, where I'm going to have to work at a vet's, and I was thinking, like, I just don't really want to go on my first placement with a bald head, because I know that, like, I'll get questions or I'll get, like, judged differently, even though those things shouldn't make a difference, but I just know that they would.
No, it shouldn't, and tattoos shouldn't, but we are all people and people are judging by looks. There are people that have the power of seeing over that. It's really taking an effort to do that. And the first impression, you can never have a second chance to first impression. The first thing we see is the person, and we all judge by what we see. It's and 80% of, or maybe 90% of all the judgments that we are making are wrong because the person is different than what we see, good or bad. Unfortunately, yeah, it matters.
First things first, I'm going to wash my hair. Ready?
Why are you washing your hair before bleaching? Or aren't you going to bleach it? Now I'm confused. Maybe I missed that piece. If you are going to bleach your hair, don't wash your head. So that sebum layer that your scalp is providing is a protection layer for your scalp not aggressively be attacked. Maybe you're not going to bleach it. You're going to use that big regrowth and you're going to apply a color. And you mentioned you're going to cut it. But maybe you're going to cut it first. A lot of questions. Let's see.
My only concerns about cutting like loads of my hair off is that there's not really going to be that much hair left because my hair is like actually quite thin now because obviously everything that I've done to it. Yeah, so it's going to be quite flat, I think. Well, it will be quite flat and like, I think it'll just be like flappy. It'll just be like straight bits, like literally like that. Yeah.
What are you saying?
Okay, literally the only mirror I have is this one and it's so tiny, so I don't even know how I'm meant to do this. I'm also trying to do this like whilst my parents are out because I'm way too awkward to film and speak this loud to a camera whilst my parents are in. You
already see that because of all the bleaching, it's really dry. Be careful with brushing your wet hair with a brush. A brush can only be used on dry hair, not on wet hair. You're destroying your hair. There are only two brushes that I know of. Mason Pearson is a good one. Curve O, of a Belgian colleague of mine. I don't believe this brush that you are using it can be used on wet hair. So be careful with that.
Should I just, yeah, here. Keep my chin up this time.
Oh, you're going to cut that in one big piece? This is not good because your lengths are bleached, really dry. Now I understand that you are saying it's going to be very stiff, straight. You know what's going to happen. Why are you doing it?
I think we'll just go with hair for now. That's quite a lot of hair. Wow. How many years worth of hair do you think that is?
At least 3 years. Yeah, it's 12 centimeters in 1 year. So a lot of people forget that. If it's true here, that's like 3-4 years of hair growth. And I know a lot of people say, don't whine, hair grows back. Listen, there are people who has problems with their hair, with diseases or something else. Don't just say it grows back, it's just hair. Please don't.
That's how I like consider hair. It's just like the time it takes to grow it. Okay, I'm cutting it.
Ooh, there's going to be a longer piece in the back.
I actually can't believe I've just done that because like I literally didn't even decide to cut my hair until like 5 minutes before this video. Thumbnail. It's so funny. I literally wasn't even planning on cutting my hair.
Well, you have a lot of fun. And I guess you don't care
like,
if
I
it's
literally
straight.
would donate this, but like it's destroyed. I feel kind of bad that I have this much hair, like that I just now need to throw away. Like, oh my, oh, it's so light. Hi. I cut my hair. I'm just about to do this side now.
Oh shit! You cut a lot off.
Yeah. It's a bit awkward now because my hand's on the same side.
Do you want me to do it for you?
No, go away.
It's kind of even.
Look at all this hair!
Okay. Now put everything to the back and show us the longer piece in the back because it's going to be in a tip in the back.
It's so light. Oh my god. I love it. I'm like, oh.
Look, he's watching the back and he says, did you see the back? It's not straight. You see that in his eyes. He's looking straight to the back. There's something there. Show us.
Why do you look pissed?
I'm not pissed.
Why? You just sat there and like...
Bobs are in right now, aren't they? Bobs and
You say that about like everything I do. They're in right now, and the fringes are cool right now.
that green hair is in right now. Oh.
Okay, right, I'm gonna clip my hair and then we're gonna dye it. Am I gonna be able to tie it up? Oh, look how short it is.
Show us. You see there's a longer piece? You see there's a longer piece, but she's not going to show us, I guess.
So I haven't even said what colours I've got. I've got purple and blue, because last time I was like, I want to do my hair purple and blue. I have this. This was £14.
Look, what I think is amazing, that I guess this is her partner and that he's not freaking out because she's cutting her long hair. What's really frustrating me is that so many men are forbidding their wives to cut their long hair. I have so many clients in my salon that says, I want to cut my long hair, but I'm not allowed of my husband. I was like, what? It's your hair. Okay. You have to discuss something, and you have to, my wife loves my beard, and if I want to cut my beard, I have to talk to her about it, because she's my partner. She loves me how I look, and I have to, but at the end, it's your hair. You can do what you want. So, but there are a lot of men that really loves long hair, that really are so conservative that they said women needs long hair. So he's watching and he's like, she's crazy. She has one of her moments again. Let her. I love her anyway. That's a really good thing.
This was £6. I was complaining about the price of this one in my last video. When I bought this, I thought I was buying like a double size. But I'm kind of glad that it was a half size, because it made me cut my hair, because I wasn't going to cut my hair. The only reason I cut my hair is because it came small and I wouldn't have enough hair dye to do my whole head.
Well, coloring your hair is not so cheap. A box dye is cheaper, but then again, it's box dye. So you want to have a professional color, and these Manic Panics are more professional than others, so it's more expensive.
Okay, so the plan is I'm going to do my fringe blue and the rest of my hair purple. I know that this is going to be like way darker than the purple that I want my hair to be, but I'm just going to do it with this. Like, I'm not going to mix it with conditioner or anything. I was considering mixing it with conditioner, but I'm not going to mix it with conditioner. I'm just going to wait for it to fade.
That is going to look very strange. The fringe blue and the rest purple. I don't know about that choice, because you have the regrowth that you're clearly not going to bleach, shadow roots, purple that's going to be dark, and then the fringe blue. It's like going to be like, I guess that the fringe is washed off.
My fringe, I'm literally just doing this tiny bit of hair blue, and the rest is going to be purple.
Oh, look at the line here that she cut it. It's really, ooh. And if you're not do some point cutting, then there will be a lot of thickness on the length, and it will be like a pyramid.
Whoa, see, this is what purple hair dye should look like. Huh? To all the other shitty purple hair dyes out there. Yeah. I guess I'm just gonna chuck this on my hair. Here goes nothing. Ah! Oh my god, it's actually gonna be so
Take
hot.
sections. Oh, take sections, take sections, take sections. You're just applying it in one big... There are going to be pieces, if you're not applying it correct, that are going to be blonde. There are going to be pieces that are having a faded purple, and then some pieces that actually going to be very purpley.
As well is that I don't have to take time to like section my hair to put it in properly. Because, like, obviously I'm not dyeing my roots, so... Okay, so let's talk about quarantine. So, how's everyone going? How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's well, actually, because obviously it is... Like, the whole reason we're doing this thing is because of an illness, and so I do hope that you're all well and your families are well. I also hope that everyone is, like, listening to their government and their doctors and listening to what they're being advised to do, unlike...
Oh, look, 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 look. It's going to be a miracle to apply it everywhere in a very good way. Saturation will be the key here, because of course if you're going to put a lot of bottles on that blonde, eventually every strand is going to receive a purple. But now you can see that there are blonde pieces that are not receiving any purple, and it's going to be so patchy at the end. So I hope you have more than one bottle, because if you're applying it like that, you are using more product than you actually need. I know you need to saturate a lot, but if you don't apply like with sections, you need to saturate more. You know what I mean? So that's not good. But yeah, she's choosing to use it like that, and I hope it will not be wrong and she will cover the blonde, because that will be very ugly and very visual, that it's not going to be covered everywhere. Look, if you open this piece of hair, you see still pieces that are not received any purple, so there will be a lot of work to saturate everywhere.
From densely populated areas, because like, oh, it's just annoying. I feel like I'm dyeing my hair back brown. Like, this is so dark. But you're so black. I know, I look brunette. Wow. My hair is definitely a lot darker now, that's for sure.
Can I say something? With now looking at your hair that is really dark, you will look amazing with a brown color. I know it's more boring if you are used to do blonde and flashy colors, but you look amazing with a brown color.
Right, I'm gonna do my fringe now. Time to do Blilini. Do you think that this is, I think it's meant to be like a really pastel-y colour. So yeah. And I only have one clean glove left, which is why I have to... That's purple!
Yeah, but this will not look good. Pastel blue on
purple.
Just that fringe.
Oh, whatever, I don't even care. Are you telling me that's gonna be blue? Really? Have you put the label on the wrong bottle? Oh my god, Bleach London has not been doing good for me recently. I swear, that is... whatever, I don't even care.
As a hairdresser, I have to say, not always the right color comes out of the bottle or the tube that is going to be the actual color. Sometimes we use new brands. We are really freaked out that we say, is this going to turn good? Because it's a completely different color coming out of that tube. Of course, if you are used to work with the same brand, you know what kind of color, but a lot of times it's a different color coming out of the bottle. Don't worry, it will be blue. If they say it's going to be blue, it's going to be blue. But if it's going to be beautiful...
Okay, I have hope that it's going to come out blue just because the glove has washed off blue. So I remain hopeful. Hello. It is time to wash this out. I don't know why I am talking like this. But here we are. Okay, I'm gonna wash this out now. In 3, 2, 1. Hi. Oh no, the battery's dying. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly put in this reincarnation mask and then I'll be back after I've washed it out, obviously.
You already see that the blue on the fringe is going to be so washed off color. It's going to be strange looking at the two different colors.
Oh my god, yeah.
I don't know what bothers me more, the color or the haircut that is so straight. Yeah, and you see in the purple that there are blonde pieces. It's not saturated everywhere. You can see that. But oh, look at the length. Oh, I told you it would be a miracle that every strand receives equal amount of color, how you applied it. But I don't know what bothers me more, that color, it will fade off, but or that cut, it's not good. But she said, I'm thinking about to do a buzz cut. Hey, this is better. You see? This is better. If you're doing it away, like, don't have that straight length, blunt length. This is better. Like that. This is cute. But not
It's my favorite,
if it's like that.
but I don't think it's that bad.
He's very supportive. But she's hating it.
Hey guys, welcome back to. Why are you laughing at me? I'm gonna film you.
I'm trying to be quiet, but it's difficult.
Welcome back to my channel, and to another hair video. I am gonna be attempting to remove my pink hair, although it looks blonde in the video. I mean, I guess it is pretty blonde, but there's still some pink down here and in there.
So you're going to do a bleach wash. Let's hope you're going to do a bleach wash.
And yeah, don't worry, I still plan on keeping my pink hair, but if you guys remember when I bleached my hair, I said that after a while I would try to bleach it again just to get the blonde a little bit better because it wasn't perfect.
Well, if you want pink, and as I see it, maybe in the camera or the lighting in the bathroom is wrong, but it's too warm, orange, yellow, to have a nice pink. Even the pastel pinks is not possible. Bright pink, no problem.
So now that it's been 2 months, it's kind of crazy, it's already been 2 months.
Wow, I'm proud. Finally somebody who stays with the same color for longer than 2 weeks.
Then I'm going to remove the pink and then have my sister help me in like a week or two. She comes to visit and I'm going to have her help me bleach my hair. So yeah, hopefully I can get this out. I just found a video on YouTube that told me what to do. Hopefully it doesn't damage my hair too much.
Okay, so now you're going to remove the pink. In 2 weeks you're going to bleach it further to put the pink back on your hair.
Yeah, I guess I need to show you guys how my hair looks under the beanie. I've worn a beanie all day, so this is not going to look good.
You say you want to remove the pink without damaging your hair. So there's 2 ways to do that very gently. It's always better that you buy the right color remover with the same brand of colors. It works like that. It's been tested like that. If you use another brand, it's not tested for the colors or the pigments that they use, and they all use different pigments. It's not like there's one pigment in the whole world. Every company, and of course in some companies, they are making for different brands. I worked for a company in Italy. They made their own colors for Kieman. It was not a brand that everybody knew, like L'Oreal, Schwarzkopf or whatever, or Wella. So, but that company made also the colors for TG. I was lucky to test them all. Different companies can make different pigments, but there's not like one pigment in the world. So use the same brand of color remover than the color that you are using. And the second option is a bleach wash. So powder, water, shampoo, not dandruff shampoo or whatever shampoo, normal neutral shampoo. And then oxidation, of course, as low as possible. 20 vol. So powder, 20 vol, shampoo, and hot water.
Here's how it looks. As you guys can see, my roots are pretty long, and I never intended to keep dyeing my roots. I was gonna let it just kind of grow out.
So you want like shadow roots.
But it doesn't look very good, so I might have to do that when I bleach my hair. But as you can see, still pretty pink here, and definitely very pink in here.
It was a vibrant pink, really vibrant pink.
So fingers crossed I can actually remove all of that and remove this like peachy orangey tint from this part that's already basically blonde. Alright, so I've put on my painting Scooby shirt and I have my ingredients. I had to check the video again because I didn't really remember.
Please don't say you use quick blue, but okay, it will be a bleach wash, okay, but maybe color remover, I don't know. What do you have?
But Basically, I need baking soda, developer. In the video that I watched, the girl said that the video that she watched, the other person used 10, but she only had 20, so she used 20.
It's that kind of video again. It's been a long time that I have seen the baking soda, but not long enough. I don't know why. I don't know who was the first who did that. And of course, it will work because you are mixing it with 20 vol. So put 20 vol on that pink, it will lift. It's an activator. So put a little bit of 20 vol on that pink, it will come off. The baking soda, it's not because it's a powder that it can replace the bleach powder. It's a very bad idea. Your hair will be more damaged than if you use a bleach wash. And people say, I'm not going to use powder, so my hair is not damaged. This will be more damaged.
And I only have 20, so hopefully that's okay. Maybe I just won't leave it on for too long. Purple shampoo.
Yeah, of course. That's a magical product, purple shampoo. Maybe put some coconut oil on that.
Dish soap. This one was a weird one for me too.
Indeed, a weird one. Why? It's not just the baking soda, but also the dishwash. So 2 things that will kill your hair. It's really going to take all the moisture out of your hair. I'm getting really stressed because you don't use these things on your hair. I hope her hair will survive it. She waited 2 months and I was so proud, and now she's going to destroy it.
I guess that's it. So I think what I have to do is put equal parts baking soda and developer. I actually don't have that much developer, so we'll see how this goes. And then like 2 squirts basically of each of these.
Who invented these measurements? It's not a real technique. It's not a real science.
So I'm gonna mix all of that in my little bowl. I'm not really gonna measure, honestly. I don't know. I'm just gonna eyeball it.
Yeah, because it doesn't matter.
First, I'm just gonna put all of the developer that I have and then try to match the baking soda with that. Hopefully this is enough for my hair. I think it should be fine.
It's not much.
A lot of it's already blonde, so I think I'm actually gonna start with like the bottom that's pink, and then if I have enough, I'll put it up here.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Focus on the darkest pink.
Hopefully I do, because I feel like this little orangey tint is because there's still blonde there. It didn't look this way before. All right, now.
That's also the pink that has been washed off. And pink on orange hair turns like more this color.
The scary part, I think. I don't know how much to put. Oh, geez. I'm just gonna mix it and then just kind of see, like, how it looks. This just looks so liquidy, which I know she said happened in hers too, but I don't know. It's a little scary. I guess let me add the other things. So, 2 squirts of this, apparently. God, I never put dish soap on my hair. And then
you never should put dish soap on your hair. It's not good.
2 of the purple shampoo. There we go.
But why the purple shampoo? Why? I don't understand. I really don't.
I actually did see another method that was with bleach powder, and you don't use developer, I think, and I think it's like dandruff shampoo or something. I don't know. I saw so many different ways. It was honestly overwhelming, so.
Maybe I will send them an email to Google and that they throw all that tutorials with baking soda and purple shampoo all in the bin. I know if you're not a hairdresser, I know. If you're not a hairdresser, that it's really difficult to see what's right and what's wrong. It's always tempting to use things that are really out of the box thinking, let's say that. And you think because it's not a bleach powder, it's something to bake, it will be like less damaging to your hair. I can follow that logic, but it's not.
I'm just going with this one because the girl's hair seemed to look fine after, so yeah. Oh, now it's purple. Okay, I think I'm gonna add in a little more of the baking soda because it still seems very liquidy. And I guess that's good for, like, I don't know, just really getting it in there. Like, it'll be easier to like saturate the hair, but I don't know. I don't want it to be too messy. It's done. So what do? I guess I'll separate the bottom half. Do that first and then release the rest.
It's always the same thing. Sections.
Alright, so I divided it, and as you can see, there's still quite a bit of pink all over here.
Be careful because the pink is really close to your regrowth. If you're going to put that 20 vol on the regrowth, there's a big chance that your regrowth will be lifted a little bit and be orange.
I guess now I just go for it. I'm scared. I really don't want to ruin my hair.
Well, it will be damaged, although you think it will not be damaged, but believe me.
Oh jeez. Actually, I don't think I'll be able to do this with a brush. It's too messy.
And it's too liquidy.
Gonna have to go in with my hands. Hold on. Let me take off my rings. Alright, here it goes. Oh god.
Oh,
that
this is messy.
so wrong.
Oh, it drips
Oh god,
off.
I'm making a mess. See, the fact that it's so liquidy and the fact that there's like shampoo, I feel like you can really like kind of lather it and get it in there.
Don't lather it. Don't rub it on your scalp. Please don't.
Which is something you usually can't do with bleach.
No, and it's not meant to do that with bleach. It's not, if you bleach your hair or remove colors, it's not a shampoo.
Maybe I should have just dipped my hair into the bowl. Probably would have made less of a mess. I guess there's no point in keeping this part up, because I'm just using my hands anyway and mixing it all in there.
Oh boy, I hope it will work out, but I fear not. It will come off, the pink, because you are using 20 vol. So I said it before, use the 20 vol without the baking soda, without the dishwash soap. It's a really difficult name for me to say. Use the 20 vol without any powder and it will lift too. So no problem with that. So it will lift, it will get some pink out, but your hair will feel strange.
Alright, so I just finished putting it. I think I got it everywhere. It's honestly very hard to put it in because it's so liquidy, but it's already looking pretty blonde, like especially here where it was just kind of orangey and not, you know, very pink. The pinker parts still look pink, but they're lighter, and the girl in the video that I watched, I think she said she left it on for 45 minutes. I don't really want to leave it that long, like, I don't know, I'm just scared because I heard that the baking soda can be pretty harsh on your hair, and also having the developer and stuff, and I am using 20.
Well, it's not the 20 that you have to be worried about, it's the baking soda and the dishwash soap. Oh, my god, so dishwash soap, Jesus.
So I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I think as soon as I see that most of the color is gone, then I might just wash it off. I don't know, but yeah, this is what it looks like. I think I'm gonna put it up in a little cap or something, and I'll check back with you guys once, yeah, the time is up. Okay, so it's been like 20 minutes. I don't even think it's been that, honestly, and everything's already looking pretty blonde. I'm gonna pull it out. But it looks like there's not really any pink left, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and wash it. Yeah, I don't see anything. Maybe I missed some spots that I'll only see later, but I actually do have a tiny bit of developer left, so if I have to go in just in a few little spots, I can. But yeah, I'm gonna go wash this. I actually forgot, I really wanted to include something to kind of hydrate the hair into the mix, like maybe put some coconut oil or something, and I forgot, so.
Oh my god, I was making a joke with the coconut oil. Don't do that. Yeah, put everything in there. So what do we have? Baking soda, dishwash soap, purple shampoo, and then maybe the coconut oil. Well, that would be an amazing mixture.
But maybe I'll do like a quick little like hair mask while I'm in the shower.
Hair mask is never quick. You have to leave it for a longer period of time. You cannot put a mask and then quickly rinse it. It needs the time to work.
Alright, just got out of the shower and here's how it's looking. Doesn't look like I missed any spots, so that's good. But yeah, I'm just gonna let it dry, so I'll probably show you guys how it looks tomorrow once it's dry. Alright, it's the next day, and here's how my hair looks once it's dry.
There's a lot of pink out of your hair, and I understand that people see that kind of video, they say, wow, I will do that too, without any bleach. We cannot feel the hair, so we don't know how it's damaged, but the pink is gone.
I'm actually very impressed. It took off all of the pink, but I did feel like I should say that my hair feels a little weird. Like, I think it damaged it a little bit. It just like gets tangled very easily and feels a little thick.
Yeah, the moisture is out of your hair.
But I'm gonna keep, you know, just using hair masks and stuff, and I think it should be fine. But yeah, other than that, it worked. I feel like my hair looks a little more yellow than it did, like, right before I dyed it pink. But I'm sure just using purple shampoo or maybe even toning it or something, it should be fine. But as you guys know, I do plan on going back to pink, so that's not really a problem. But yeah, so very happy with the results.
I have to say the pink is gone, so that's a very good thing. But you need to use a bleach wash. Powder, maximum 20 volt, hot water, and neutral soft shampoo. And the shampoo is just to make it a little bit more easy to apply. It's a bleach wash so that you can lather, but be careful with regrowths.
So today I am going to highlight my own hair.
Highlight your own hair. Okay, that's not easy. If you're doing with foils, very difficult. You have to wave or back combing. You have to work it on the back. Very difficult.
If it all goes well, then it will have cost me about $15.
That is cheap. That is very cheap.
But it's going to be a lot of work. So the first thing I want to say is this is not a booger. It's actually a fever blister. And if I'm going to get one, I'd rather get one under my nose than on my lips. So the brand that I got, it's Revlon. I bought it at Walmart's. I really like it, and it's worked out really well in the past.
Oh, you have done it in the past? You have done highlights in the past? Okay, you are experienced.
It's a frosting kit. It's called Frosting Glow.
What is a frosting kit?
I got it on the bottom shelf at mine. I don't know if that means anything. So I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to show you the cap that I'm going to use. I'm straight up using a cap on my head. And it actually turns out really good. So we're going to pull out the little cap, and then... Okay, let me just open it up.
Oh, okay. So it's not highlights with aluminum foils or aluminum foils. I always say aluminium, so we had that discussion already. Who's saying aluminum and who's saying aluminium, and both are right. It depends where you live. So I like the word aluminium, so I will say it. Sorry for the people who say aluminum. It's very difficult to do that with the aluminium. So it's easier to do it with cap highlights, but it's a very old technique. If you are using cap highlights, many things can go wrong. Well, with highlights too, with the foils too. So it doesn't matter. Many things can go wrong.
You guys, I'm about to stick this on my head. And let me tell you, it is beautiful.
It is very beautiful if you have that on your head.
They have these little holes. It's like thinner through there, so you can actually stick this guy. So see, it's like a little crochet needle, and there's one to pull bigger hair through and one to pull smaller hair through, and I don't know which one I'm going to do yet. So there's holes within the circle and there's little holes outside of the circle. So basically you can choose whether you want a lot or a little, and there's even like a place that marks like whether you want like on top. Of course, I'm going to do everything, because why not?
Okay, this is really well done of this company. They are really clear, so not a lot of things can go wrong, right?
It shows you like how to do the back and how to do the crown. It's just a really great guide.
And it's really good that it says the back and the front, because I have seen that the cap is reversed on their head. It's really cool. Maybe just an arrow that says front will be very clear then.
So you want to start out just where you would normally part your hair, because it will make a difference on how you pull this through.
That is a misunderstanding. The problem with cap highlights, and I have seen it with the place where I worked. Yes, I worked in a salon many years ago. I have my own salon, should I say it? 31 years. Jesus, time flies if you have fun. But when I was 16, I started in my first I never wanted to go to school. I started at 12. People who has seen my video, my burnout, knows the history. But at the age of 12, I started learning for hairdresser. There was one school in Belgium, and I'm very lucky I lived only 30 minutes from that school. So at the age of 12, I went to school. But by the time of 16, it was done. I wanted to go to work. I want to go to the salon. And then I started working at the age of 16 in the salon until I was 19, and then I started my own business. Very early, and I would say too early. For the people who are really anxious, I am a person that wants everything very quick. I'm always scared that I'm going to be too late. It was too early, but that's another story. But in the 3 years that I worked in the salon, that was really a classic salon, even for then. On stages, we were really working with new techniques of the highlights, like you know now with the foiling. He worked with the caps, and I saw a lot of mistakes with the caps, like this side was much too blonder than this side, and that's because you don't section your hair too good. Normally you need to take your hair all the way to the back or in the middle, because you have to divide it equally. If she's taking a side line, so there will be more hair on this side, less hair on this side. You will take equal amount of strands out of your cap, and then you're going to divide it on the side, and there will be more highlights here than here. Is that saying on the description that you have to part it on the side that you want? Because that's not so good.
I didn't wash it because time and time again, I've heard people at salons say that it's better to not wash your hair before you do this. I don't know why.
Yeah, that's for a full bleach, because you need the protection on your scalp, but you're going to do highlights, so no bleach on your scalp if everything goes well, that there is no bleach on your scalp, otherwise you will have spots. It's no need for not washing your hair if you do cap highlights, because it's not touching the scalp.
I'm doing this for all of you guys. Here I go.
Everybody say thank you that she's doing that, in case of you are going to plan it and you are learning from her mistakes. Or she's not making any mistakes, but the first mistake was making with the sideline.
You're going to put this on your head and you are going to look amazing.
Like your grandmother.
And then you're going to tie this little thing, like a little bonnet, right here, around your head. This is going to take me a very long time also. I can't hear very well.
The dog is not happy with the cap.
Scooter does not like me talking in here. Scooter, you're just going to have to chill out, buddy.
He's warning you. He says, take it off, take a walk with me, take it off, and stop it.
And you're going to tie it like this. And then you're going to look ridiculous is what you're going to look like this. Like I am wearing a baby bonnet. But you can see my hair through there. I'll have to come back to you here in a little bit because I cannot do this while I am on camera. I have to look in a mirror. And so, here's Charlie. I'm going to work on this a little while and then I'll come back and I will show you my beautiful picked through hair. I'm going to see the front for now.
If you are pressing with that needle, with that crochet hook on your head, be careful. Don't press directly on your head. That will hurt. You always have to go diagonally, so you are going over your head, not pressing on your head. That's a big tip, what my boss was saying back in the days. Always go sideways, diagonally, not completely on the head. But you have to be careful. If you are ripping the hole, and it's very fine material, if you are ripping the hole wide open because you are taking too much or you are really not careful, then if you apply the color on the cap everywhere, you think your scalp is protected, but there goes a little bit of bleach on that ripped hole, you will have a spot. So you have to be careful if you do that.
Okay, so I've done like this half. I haven't done the back yet, but I've done like this half. This is the part that I was telling you about that's so hilarious because It looks like Barbie doll hair, doesn't it?
So now you think you have divided all these strands equally, but your hair is parted on the side. So your hair is not equally under that cap.
Oh, I missed one. Okay, so what you want to do, there's a little end and a big end. I like pulling the big end through. So I'm going to just, I think there might be hair right here, but I have like a very, no, there's no hair. Nope, no hair. That would explain why. Oh, look at here. I got some hair. Okay, and also as you're doing this, you're going to find that little hairs get caught like in there.
So you have no control, but you have a little bit of control how much hair you are pulling out of that cap. I know it has to look natural and thicker and finer strands all together, but if you are working with the paper, you have more control where you want it and how you want it. But of course, to do it by yourself, if I have to choose to do it by yourself, yeah, maybe is a cap highlight the better option. But then I would say that you are drawing a line, if you have a side line, that I will draw a line just on the cap where not to take any sections, any strands. So you're not taking it into the sideline. If you're going to do that, you're going to see that. It's really, you need to blend it. So if you have a little bit of hair that is falling over that strands, that meshes, that highlights that you are taking, and the roots are a little bit of spotty, you put that natural hair over that, nobody's seeing that. So it's a protection for yourself. So that will be very good. But I guess it's a little bit easier to do cap highlights at home than foiling, but it's not without any risks.
But I just wanted you to know how beautiful and spectacular I look right now. It's a real interesting situation. But I promise you, it's going to look pretty good in the end.
Oh, I hope so.
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous right now.
Oh no, I'm not jealous. Believe me.
Okay, so now I'm going to do all this all the way back to here. Then I'm going to need some help.
Okay, that's good. Why not asking for help to do it right away on the top? If they can do it in the back, they can do it on the top. It's more easy if somebody else doing it, and more safe if you trust them, if they are good. Well, more safe. I take that back.
Okay, y'all, so all this hair that you see has been pulled through the cap. I pulled most of the other hair behind me. So I've been able to do pull my own hair all the way back to this little guy back here. I'm gonna get it finished, and then I'll show you what to do next, which is easy. This is the hardest part. It's the most time-consuming part, so.
That is true. That is true.
I'll check up with you in a few minutes, or like in 5 seconds, but it'll be a lot longer for me.
So also, if you are taking here a strand, it can be that what the hair that you are pulling here is coming from here. So under the cap, and here you are pulling it. So there will be a very big regrowth. Of course, there will be hairs that starts from this area, but you have no idea. You don't know where that hair that you pull out of the cap came from.
First of all, I'm looking better by the minute. Actually, I came into my bathroom to show you. Luke was going to do the back of my hair, and then it was getting late and he fell asleep. So I'm just going to show you in this mirror here that all I have left is just this part right here.
So no help for the back. Okay.
Which I'm going to be able to do because I have a mirror in front of me and a mirror behind me, and it's tilted. So, back in a minute. I'll be back in a minute. I'm almost done. I'm excited. Okay, y'all. I'm going to tell you right now, this is not for the faint of heart. So I did it. I got all this. Okay, but when you pull your hair through, you're going to get like some loops and weird things. So you're going to have to brush it. I don't know if I already said it. So I've got like this crazy bunch of like matted pieces of hair that's tried to pull through.
Again. if you are going to brush it very easy. It's going to be easy, ripped open the hole. So always be gentle.
So all I'm going to do is get one of those wet brushes. I'll show you in a minute. And I'm just going to brush it. And as I do, all the little tangles and all that stuff will come out. But my head is finished, John. My head looking so good. So I'm going to take this brush here because as I got further to the back, there's all these like pieces that didn't come through all the way.
One of the hairs of the brush, and there's a little bowl in. It's not a good idea that you go over the cap to brush your hair.
So I'm going to have to use my little brush to pull all those little pieces through. Let me just say, do not attempt this if you do not have patience, which normally I don't have patience, but I do for this because I know the outcome and I'm going to like it in the end.
Okay, so you have done it before. That's good. And she's right. If you don't have patience, if you say, I want to have it done, colored and all in 1 hour, don't start it. But with everything, not coloring, not bleaching, not cutting, everything. You have to take sections. You have to be careful. You have to take your time.
So I'm just going to sit here and brush. You want to brush lightly so you do not pull all the hair out of your head. But everything you're seeing here is going to be blonde.
Yeah. Or orange.
And everything underneath here is going to be dark. Or darker. So next step will be me dyeing my hair. Okay? Okay. Alright, so I got it all brushed out, all the tangles are out, everything's good. Okay, now on this little thing comes this little handy, there's this great thing I get to stick on my head so that I can look even more kooky. So when I'm done, you know, putting all the chemicals on my head, you know, I'll put this on, you know, to make it even more hot and chemical. And then look at this, so cool. Watch it. There are gloves attached, y'all.
Which are way, way, way too big. I don't know which hands they are measuring. They make it so big it will fit for everybody, but they are always way too big. And they are not so handy to work. If really the tips are loose, it's really not easy to work.
I'm going to mix the powder, and I'm going to mix the... oh, be careful not to inhale the powder, it says. And then I'm going to put the entire contents of the cream developer in it.
Does it say how many volumes there is in that developer? Because you don't need 40.
So this is the powder. Powder. Don't breathe the powder in.
Please make sure that the dog is away, that he's not inhaling any powder or oxidation or ammonia.
So I'm going to mix these two things together and I'll show you what they look like. It's all mixed up. Okay, well, as you can see, I've been putting bleach on my hair.
There's not a lot of product on your hair. The saturation is not so high. But if you apply the color again on that cap, make sure that you don't press it on the scalp, on that cap, so you're not pushing the color into that hole. Otherwise, you will have all spots.
And I am now almost done with my first one. You guys, put stuff down. I'm getting bleach everywhere.
Oh, you have 2 boxes. That's a very good idea. Really well done.
And then you just stir your next set. Alright, you guys.
Okay, that's better. 1 box, nearly never enough.
I got it. I did it like a pro. So now, I'm going to set this thing on my head like this. Yes.
So that's good. The heat is in your hair. Don't apply extra heat on top of that. Don't use a hairdryer on top of that cap because the powder that you mixed with the developer, it's becoming a cream. If you heat that up too much, it's turning again to powder and then it stops working. So no extra heat.
And then we're going to wait for a really long time.
How long?
You can already see it's getting blonde. Woohoo! Alright, I'll be back shortly.
Well, it will not be blonde because it's too dark and it will be like an orange, red, light brown, which is good for your hair.
Okay, you guys, well, I am almost done. As you can see, it's been about an hour, and my hair underneath is quite blonde.
It's a very strong box dye. Well, if you rinse it, it's always less blonde. It's always, with the product on your hair, it always looks blonder.
The next step is to take this plastic off my head, rinse all this bleach out as much as I can, and then pull the cap off. Then I'm going to wash my hair, and I will come back as soon as my hair gets washed.
I always say it's better that you rinse it, wash it, and put the conditioner on your hair with the cap on your head. So it will be very easy to get rid of that cap with the conditioner on your hair. It's soft and it comes off very quickly. If you do that with the product on your head, you will have problems. I have seen girls really struggling to get that cap off. So wash it, shampoo, conditioner, and then it slides off.
What? Highlights!
It's blonder than I expected. It's a really strong product.
I love how it turned out. I think it looks really good.
I don't see any spots yet. So far, so good.
I'm gonna blow dry all this, and then I will show you the final product.
I just saw on the side. Well, maybe dry is better.
I really like how it turned out. I love like the different layers of color. So
Okay. So you have some kind of banding, but you like the different layers of color. Okay.
I'm really pleased with it. I've done my hair like this before, and I always like the way it turns out. I love how thorough the highlights are.
I see a big spot here. This is really a big strand here. This side is better, but here you have really a blonde spot.
You can really see them, and they're all the way to my scalp. And maybe over the next couple days or in the next...
Look, if she's pulling it back, that's why I say you don't have any control. I have a really dark piece here, and then behind it, it's really blonde. If you want that, no problem. If you like it, very good. But as a hairdresser, I like it if I have more control.
It's such a cheap way to get it done, and I love it.
Is it a fail? No, I have seen very much worse things. And you see here in the front, it's really close. You see where it begins. That's never a good idea. But we have to take in consideration that it was just $15. So if you want highlights and you don't search for perfection, and I know there are hairdressers that make hair fails too. If you're willing to go with this result, which is pretty good, if you can live with that, and $15 is something you can do, but you have to have a lot of patience to do that. Take her example. She did a good job. All I'm going to say today, ciao kus.